Hello, I'm a Bullis Student Tutor. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to name acids that lack oxygen. So the first thing that we want to do when we have an acid is identify the second element. We always know that the first element of an acid will be hydrogen. So this element is chlorine. Now that we've identified both of the elements, we'll be able to name the acid. So when naming an acid, we take out the last three letters of hydrogen and then the last three letters of the second element. And usually the second element in an acid will always end in INE. So we just take out INE and replace it with IC. And then when we combine what we have left, so we have hydrochloric acid. And then we just add acid at the end to specify that we're talking about an acid. So this should be your fully named acid. So it's hydrochloric acid. As you can see, you took out the last three letters of hydrogen, removed the INE from chlorine, and added the IC at the end. And then finally you named it as hydrochloric acid. Now try naming this acid. Alright, so once we identify both the elements, we see that we have hydrogen and bromine. And then take out the GEN, then the INE, and replace it with IC to form hydrobromic acid. So this acid is interesting because the second element is cyanide. Now to some of you, it may not seem different, but when naming this acid, you remove the IDE. Usually the other acids end with INE. So you'll get. So the result of this one is, you guessed it, hydrocyanic acid. Now another special case is when the second element doesn't end with INE or IDE like cyanide in the last one. So in this one, your second element is sulfur. So now the rule is, all you have to do is just remove the letters up until the R. So sulfur, obviously this one ends in an R, so all you have to do is add IC to the end of it. So you have hydrosulfuric acid. Now try naming this acid. So if you didn't know already, this second element is phosphorus. And now when naming it, take off the last three letters of hydrogen, take off all the letters up to the R in phosphorus, and replace that with IC. And that gives us hydrophosphoric acid. Thanks for watching this Bullis Student Tutors video. If you enjoyed it, check out the other ones on our page.